From Interior Alaska's most trusted news source, this is the Fairbanks Evening News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Our top story, officials have identified the body found by Alaska Railroad employees in the rail corridor east of Fairbanks as 28-year-old Jason Campbell of North Pole.
As we reported Wednesday night, Campbell's body was found near the tracks between the 3-mile Richardson Highway and Badger Road crossings. Campbell's death appears to be related to a snow machine accident. Alaska Railroad spokesman Tim Sullivan says part of the snow machine may have gotten caught in a portion of the train track, causing it to flip and eject Campbell. Now he adds that it's dangerous for anyone to ride on or near railroad tracks.
It's always a dangerous situation being around the railroad tracks. You can't, when folks are riding on snow machines in a situation like this, the skis can catch on the tracks. They can catch on any little bits of equipment that are around the tracks, and can be a terrible safety hazard for those who are riding. In addition, snow machines on the tracks end up being a big hazard for our folks who work on and around the tracks as well, and we encourage folks to just stay off the railroad tracks.
Several motor vehicle accidents in the Fairbanks area injured at least 2 people yesterday. Officer Phil James with Fairbanks Police says he responded to at least 5 traffic accidents on the eve of Christmas Eve. One person was extricated and transported to Fairbanks Memorial Hospital for injuries sustained after a 4-vehicle collision on Airport Way and Pegger Road. Hours later, a 2-vehicle collision between a truck and SUV on Steese Highway and Trainer Gate Road impeded traffic and sent one pregnant woman to the hospital to be treated for minor injuries. The Alaska Department of Public Safety is also ramping up state trooper DUI and traffic patrols over the holidays for its Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Officer James is reminding people to be cautious on the roads as we enjoy the Christmas weekend.
What's happening is, of course, it's Christmas time. There's a lot of holiday traffic out, and as you can see, it is snowing. So we do have a fresh pile of snow on the ground. So what we would like people to do is just to slow down a little bit, not be in such a hurry, because the roads are very, very slippery and there are a lot of drivers out.
Several shoppers went to the local Fred Meyer searching for last-minute gifts and groceries for Christmas occasions. Reporter Ryan Grimes caught up with some shoppers during their time of toil and asked them what they have planned for the holidays.
Robert Dentler Jr. says he's doing his holiday shopping late this year because of his time availability.
I got something to beat, hands down. Last-minute shopping. I just got off work yesterday. I didn't buy nothing online. I was busy. I work 7/12s, so it doesn't leave a lot of time for shopping.
Tina Taylor says she's going grocery shopping for a special Christmas occasion.
Well, last-minute gifts, pies. I need stuff to make my pies today because we're having the family Christmas party this evening. As far as things to get, I would say making sure that I have a good crust for my pie.
Rosario Sheets says she's doing some last-minute gift shopping and also reviving a family tradition this year.
Make my mom's homemade tamales, which is a tradition growing up in San Antonio for us. I remember my mom waking us up like at 5 in the morning to make tamales.
Rice Marie says her family is going through the aisles to find a multitude of stuff just in time for the holidays.
Stocking stuffers. That's why we're here. Fill up some stockings and, you know, kind of look around, see what's around last minute, and hopefully add some holiday cheer to our family.
Volunteers at the Fairbanks Rescue Mission are taking on the task of taming a large to-do list as they prepare for their Christmas celebration tomorrow. Executive Director Rodney Gaskins says the rescue mission, like many families across the world, is already in the kitchen setting up for a holiday feast and wrapping gifts. Organizations and individuals from across the community have donated items ranging from scarves to toiletries, which will be distributed to the mission's around 180 current residents. Gaskins invites anyone from the community to come and spend the day with those at the shelter tomorrow starting at 11 in the morning. A play will be put on by residents in addition to other celebrations and a gift exchange.
The people around are kind of sheepishly trying to sneak and see what's there. And so it's this buzz and this sense of anticipation, the sense of excitement. You know, the kitchen, the whole building is just smelling amazing right now, you know, preparing for the dinner tomorrow. And so it's just like a family Christmas, you know, and that's why people that, you know, were once here usually come back because we're their family.
I just love all these holiday stories.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, when we come back, 'tis the season for joy and happiness. However, there are exceptions to that rule. We'll discuss those situations and how to handle them.
All right. Also, it's a great time to recognize our men and women in the military with their own personal greetings to loved ones. Those stories are coming up next.
Welcome back. For most people in the interior, the holidays are filled with fun and excitement. But those suffering from a loss or a death, the season can make them feel out of sync with the joy that surrounds them. Christmas can make some people compare themselves and their feelings with those around them, and for someone feeling sad, this can be especially difficult. It is important to not put pressure on yourself when you're feeling low. Take it easy and let someone else help you with the holiday commitments. A good way to deal with grief is to talk about it. Instead of thinking about how this Christmas is different without the loved one, highlight the good memories. Talk to family or light a special candle in memory of the person. It is important not to keep your emotions bottled up.
Something a little bit different. If you do the same exact routine and tradition you've always done, it magnifies the absence of this person. So maybe this will be the first year, let's say the individual died in the fall, which is really early for Christmas. Maybe this year you decided you're going to go out and have a buffet dinner, or you're going to go out with maybe a church group and sing carols. Something that is different, deviates from how you normally spent your Christmas.
All right, it's time to join Lisa Gambardella for another edition of one of our favorites, Fairbanks Flavor.
Welcome to Fairbanks Flavor.
Hi, I'm Lisa Gambardella, and today I have a special guest, my daughter, Alicia. And what are we making today?
Bread.
Well, not just any bread. Let's braid some bread loaves. So we sell our bread dough. We're going to cut it into thirds and make some really long, skinny strips like this. We also sell our pizza dough. This is a really fun activity for people to do at home, and it makes a great gift. Okay, so we've got some that are already rolled, and I'm going to dip them in some delicious grated cheese. Okay, and once I dip these, Lise, you hold it down, and I'll do the braiding. And of course, if you've never braided, it's just a crisscross. You pin those. You ready? Here we go. It's easy and it's fun. Now you can leave it as a loaf, or we can make it into a wreath. And now you're going to want to let it raise. And when it doubles in size, it's ready to bake. There's other variations of this. Let's see how those turned out. Oh, wow.
Wow, these smell really good.
Oh, and they look great. So we did some with rosemary and olive also. If you want to add a little color, here's some sun-dried tomatoes. This has been Fairbanks Flavor. See our recipes at webcenter11.com, or come to Gambardella's, get some bread dough, and have some fun. Thanks, Lise.
Brought to you by Gambardella's Pasta Bella.
All right, time now for this week's edition of That's Interiortainment. It's a look at some of the sights and sounds of Fairbanks this time of year.
Just one voice singing in the darkness. All it takes is one voice singing so they hear what's on your mind. And when you look around, you find there's more than one voice singing in the darkness. Joining with your one voice, each and every note another octave, hands are joined and tears unlocked. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año, felicidad.
That's Interiortainment, brought to you by Midnight Sun Family Medicine.
Some of our men and women in uniform spreading holiday cheer to their loved ones just in time for Christmas. We want to share that cheer to our viewers at home. Now here is what 3 men and women in uniform are saying to their loved ones in the banks.
Hi, we're the Ligon family stationed in Brunssum, Netherlands. I want to wish our friends and our daughter Mariana at Fairbanks, Alaska, a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi, my name is Staff Sergeant Richard Cortez with Bravo Battery 17 Field Artillery. I want to give a holiday greetings to my family back in Fairbanks, Alaska. Tina, Izzy, Alex, Richard, Stasia. Hi, guys.
Hi, this is Captain Heather Novus with the 455th AEW in Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan. I want to wish Merry Christmas to my wife Jamie in Fairbanks, Alaska, and to my mom in Charleston, South Carolina.
All right, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Keep them coming, that's for sure. All right, Joe Cook continues the 2015 year in review of some of the best moments for interior sports this year.
All right, also find out about some local running events for the holidays.
All that and more after the break.
Welcome back, Interior Sports fans. Joe Cook here with the Christmas Eve Sportscast. There will be opportunities for avid runners, casual runners, and skiers wanting to burn off some of those holiday calories. Running Club North will be holding the Full Moon Run on Christmas Day. The run is free and it's at 5 p.m. at the Patty Center. There will be a festive holiday 4-mile course. Then next Thursday, they will have the New Year's Eve run. That will start at 11:30 p.m. at the Diner on Illinois Street. Registration will be at 11 p.m. You can ring in the new year with the 3-mile run along the Chena River. Both holiday running events are free. And if you rather ski, then this Saturday you can go out to Birch Hill Recreation Area and participate in the family-oriented Wentz Orthodontic Ski Your Age in Kilometers event. You can ski as a family, father and son, mother and daughter, and so on. It's free and it starts from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. the day after Christmas. Underdog stories are always great, especially for this time of year. In 2015, 2 stories of interior teams overcoming the odds stand out as we continue our year in review.
Back in June, the West Valley Wolfpack baseball team finished the regular season as the runner-up in the Mid-Alaska Conference for the 3rd straight season. As the state tournament brackets were set, they had to face the Ketchikan Kings. The Kings were the Southeastern Conference champion and #1 overall seed. They even had the Alaska Gatorade Player of the Year in Nathan Bonk. On the opening day of the state baseball tournament, the West Valley Wolfpack pulled off a huge upset. With just 10 players, they beat #1 seed Ketchikan 4-0 to advance to the state semis for just the 2nd time in program history. West Valley ace senior Tyler Chrisman threw 6 Ks on 112 pitches in a complete game shutout. Casey Hendricks gave up 3 earned with 7 walks for the Kings. Blake Sorthout hit the game-winning RBI in the top of the 2nd for West Valley. The Pack got a 3 spot in the top of the 6th to pull away with 2 walked runs and scoring on a wild pitch. The Wolfpack lost their next game to the eventual state champions, the Chugach Mustangs. Here's West Valley head coach Mark Wade, who provided a little motivation for his team, and it resulted in a remarkable win.
This is the most gratifying win I think I've ever had as a coach. I kind of told them the David and Goliath story. You know, the kids just played above themselves. They believed in themselves and made every play that had to be made. Before the game, I promised them a steak dinner, and now I owe them a steak dinner, and they're all excited.
Now we rewind the clocks back to Valentine's Day weekend when the Nanack hockey team proved that they were better than the #1 team in the nation. Earlier in the 2014-2015 season, Alaska split a pair of games against #1 Minnesota State at their house. All the stars aligned for their 2nd matchup of the season. The Nanack hockey team had a storybook ending on their senior night. Hosting the top-ranked Minnesota State Mavericks at the Carlson Center, 7 seniors were honored before the puck drop. The Mavs, looking to be spoilers, scored on a power play in the 2nd period to break a 0-0 tie. Alaska would respond in the 3rd. Tyler Morley, he tied the game with a shorthanded goal 41 seconds into the last period. Later, senior Garrett Perry scored what would be the game winner. Morley added an empty net tally as well. Senior goalie Sean Cahill makes 24 saves, and Alaska wins 3-1 over the Mavs on senior night. UAF wins the season series 2-1-1. Alaska became the only team in the country to have a winning record against the #1 Mavs in at least 2 games.
Just a lot of memories have come back over the course of being here, and it's been honestly the best time of my life.
This was a big win for us. It was a big weekend for us, and it's the last homestand. But I really want to win the Governor's Cup, and so do these guys. So.
The Nanacks would clinch another Gov Cup in March.
And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for watching. Mike Schultz is next with your full holiday weather forecast. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Stay with us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back into our Christmas Eve newscast.
Mike Schultz with you once again, talking about the weather. And boy, we are getting the cold temperatures we've been talking about for the last couple of days. Santa's going to put some long johns on tonight when he takes off tonight, because it's going to be pretty darn chilly, close to 30 below, but it's going to move out pretty quickly. So that's the good news. We'll tell you about that in just a little bit. Speaking of Christmas, this is a nice shot. This one's sent in by Tommy Tohill, lives in the Healy area. Got a reflection. It's not a reflection of the Cheney River. Actually, it is the cache with the northern lights behind it. Beautiful colors there. And again, as always, if you have a photograph to share, send it to photos at KTVF Channel 11. And speaking of photos, the Fab Photo Calendar is available still at Personnel Plus, the Prescription Center, and Ice Fog Vapors, and that's it. There are no more left around, so you want to get it up before the new year. Our high today are 4 degrees below zero, the overnight low 5 below, but right now dropping down rapidly. Like I said, cold temperatures moving in. Record high 42, 1985, 54 below in 1961. Sunrise this morning exactly 11 o'clock. Sunset this evening at 2:43, actually this afternoon, giving us 3 hours and 43 minutes, a gain of 44 seconds from yesterday as we gain more time. On our satellite radar, you can see a lot of moisture moving in from the southwest, but that's where it's going to just be basically stop with a high pressure ridge, like a big wall in the atmosphere, keeping it from moving any further. Folks in Anchorage may see some snow shower activity tomorrow, but we're just going to be mainly partly cloudy skies. Across the rest of the state, it looks like things are pretty good. Over southeast Alaska, I should say Juneau at 21 degrees, Ketchikan 29, and some snow shower activity around the Anchorage Bowl, 9 degrees there. Kodiak 33, scattered snow shower and rain shower activity. Cold Bay looking at some rain, 38 degrees. Then temperatures not too bad up and down the west coast. 12 degrees at Nome, 21 at Bethel, but chilly once again across the north slope. 18 degrees below zero at Barrow and 36 below currently at Fort Yukon. Okay, lower 48 weather. Again, the storms that brought the tornadoes that brought death and destruction yesterday to much of the southeast are just moving slowly to the east. The next system is now moving across the west coast, expected to take a big dive down to the south and to become a major winter storm for many areas. In fact, you can see this is the snowfall total for Thursday night and Friday, measured in feet in the Colorado Rockies, then also around parts of northern New Mexico, anywhere from a foot to 2 feet of snow expected there. Salt Lake City will be seeing some snow also. And again, the jet stream is the main culprit here, taking a big dive down to the southwest and pulling all that cold air in from Canada, at the same time clashing with more humid and warm air coming in from the southwest over the eastern half of the country. Will be a boundary for more rain and severe thunderstorm activity. Okay, once again, time for our weather fact for tonight. And in 1989, Key West, Florida set their all-time record low when the thermometer dropped to 44 degrees. Pretty chilly for those folks down there, right down there near the Cuban area. And again, thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring our kids' weather each night. And the kids are off on vacation, of course, but the class from Salisbury Elementary will be here as our guest on the 5th of January. All right, the forecast for the rest of Alaska for tomorrow, mostly clear over the northern sections for Barrow, partly cloudy for Nome and also at Fort Yukon. Here in the interior, we'll be looking at temperatures slowly warming with gusty winds up to 40 miles an hour in the passes near the Healy area. Over the southeastern sections, they're getting ready for some big winter storm problems coming in. More snow expected for Juneau by tomorrow night, and then rain and snow developing for Ketchikan. While over to the southwest part of the state, it looks like periods of snow at Cold Bay, rain in Bethel, and rain also for Kodiak. And down over the south central sections in the Anchorage Bowl, mostly cloudy skies at Homer and Valdez, while Anchorage will have just mainly cloudy skies. And our forecast for tonight, as Sandy gets ready to make his trip, chilly, 27 degrees below zero for much of the area, and colder temperatures overnight. But the good news is warmer temperatures moving in by tomorrow, 3 degrees below for the high. And it gets even better for the 5-day outlook here. Look at the temperatures rising to the low to mid-teens all the way through the 5-day period. No precipitation in the forecast. Overnight lows will also be warming up very nicely for this time of year. Really warm, 0 to the single digits above zero. So all in all, pretty nice Christmas present from Mother Nature, at least the way temperatures go.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's the time. Yes.
And it is also time to let people know that it is Stephanie's birthday today, too.
That is true. How old are you, Stephanie?
You already know.
30.
She doesn't even look.
Big 3-0, officially over the hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
man.
say 30s and
30,
20,
30.
so you're fine. That's
I'm
all
okay. I took this one really hard, but.
It's okay. I got you beat by 11 years, kid.
Oh.
You're just
I'm more
fine.
than double. I'm
You
more
guys are
than
making
double
me
your
feel
age.
younger.
He's double your
Yeah.
age.
Joe's the only one younger than me here, so I'm okay.
I got a couple of years before that.
Very good. Well, Merry
Thanks,
Christmas
guys.
and happy birthday.
Yes,
at the
Merry
same
Christmas
time.
to you
Sure.
guys.
Yep.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas to everybody.
Stay warm, folks.
Yes, and a reminder, we will not have a broadcast tomorrow, but we will be there the next day for
That's
the
right.
Saturday edition of the Fairbanks Evening News.
That's
that
right.
will wrap up this edition of our broadcast. From all of us here, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again next time.
Good night.